Hello, hello, hello. It is indeed coffee time again. Can you really hear the sounds of Loughton? Coffee time behind me. We start with probably one of the worst stories I've heard. This is the story of Thomas O'Halloran. Let's pull him up. This is the fella. Mr. O'Halloran was using his mobility scooter yesterday in South Greenford in West London, and at 4 PM police were called to a road near the busy A40 where they found that Mr. O'Halloran, who's 87, had been stabbed to death. This is the police scene. We live in a time now where an old fellow minding his own business can be surrounded by a group of youths and brutally murdered. That's where we're at, and it's shocking, awful, shocking stuff to read. And this is why you do need the death penalty. When you've got people like this walking around, they're never going to learn. And many of the locals have been talking of their shock and disgust and outrage of this awful crime. And don't worry. Met Office urges urgent amber thunderstorm alert for today. Hooray! Amber. Is that worse or better than yellow? I can't remember. I know that puce, when there's a puce warning, that's pretty bad. But is amber yellow, amber, green, red? What's the sequencing of the colours? And there's a person riding in the rain in Sheffield. There you go. Oh, so yeah, it's going to rain. Well, meanwhile in Dorset, this dog walker got caught in the downpour too. His dog's not enjoying it. He thinks it's all a bit rough. But apparently it's a summer of sewage on Britain's beaches as more than 50 seasides are deemed dangerously polluted. It's just terrible, isn't it? These are some of the worst beaches to avoid. Look at all the red marks there. This is Surfers Against Sewage. What don't kill you, makes you strong. You'll be fine. As long as you've had all your inoculations, you'll be fine. And then there's sharks as well, and there's that little fish you shouldn't tread on. And don't forget the Portuguese man of war. We haven't had those in the news this year, have we? No, we haven't. Mind you, they reckon that they're going to be bringing in, this is good news, number plates, insurance and speed limits for cyclists. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like they're looking at bringing in these regulations. The government is set to review whether bike riders should be made to have number plates, insurance and stick to a 20 miles per hour speed limit. That last one's an important one, because I always remember that incident when we were crossing the road and this fellow, in the old Lycra, came speeding. Again, I didn't see him. I'm looking both ways. And this guy was going at, 60 miles an hour, and shouted F off to us like we're in the wrong, And it's like, there's no way, I could have seen you coming around. You were nowhere to be seen. So yeah, I also think that all cyclists cycling over crossings and through red lights should be automatically shot, especially those on penny farthings. No, don't get me wrong, I think cyclists it's great if you're obeying the laws of the road and you don't cycle on the pavements and you don't treat every road like you're in the Tour de France. Have a little bit of decorum, have a little bit of sensibility, but that's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. What else have we got here? Ooh. This is Pastor Carlton Funderburk. I nearly said Funderbunk. That would have been better, wouldn't it, if his name was Funderbunk. Let's have a look at Carlton Funderburk. Here he is. He's a pastor in Kansas City. Apparently he got a little bit annoyed at his congregation. Why? Maybe they didn't believe in the word of God. I was upset by the amount of donations he was getting. You know, he called his congregation poor, broke, busted and disgusted. That's what I call you guys, because you never give me your money. He says, am I not worth your McDonald's money? Am I not worth your Red Lobster money? He asked the church at the Well congregation as he paced around the stage on August the 7th. And this video of it as well, which had been uploaded onto TikTok. I mean, he's got nerve, hasn't he? I'm sure. Do you remember when was it Genesis did that on Jesus He Knows Me, didn't he? And I do believe this is the watch he wants to save up for. He's saving up for a Movado watch. Here you go. It's not as good as an iWatch. Get those second hand. Get those used off of Music Magpie. That's where I got mine. Get me $1 million by the weekend so I can have a new swimming pool. What else have we got? Oh yeah, Ryan Giggs is in court at the moment, talking about his his love life. I think he's accused of all manner of things, but he admitted in court that he's never been faithful to any woman he's been with. And he also made. He admits that he and his ex-girlfriend, the one who's taken him to court, I believe, made sex videos together. You're Ryan Giggs, man. If they fall into the wrong hands, has anyone got any sense at all? Or is everyone just a bit stupid these days? Who remembers Polaroids? The old Polaroid cameras. Those were the good old days. Keep in a box under the bed. No one will find them there. So what else is going on? It's misery. Just misery. They found another body in Lake Mead. I reckon it's another gangster's execution. That brings up the total to 5. We are doing Lake Mead watch if you're interested. Thames Water announced a hosepipe ban. Hooray! This is the same company which has 635 million litres a day being wasted through leaks, and they're telling us not to use our hosepipes. Not that I could. I need a bloody long hosepipe. My garden's up over there, so I can't even see my garden from the window anymore. It's over there somewhere. Kind of given up on that. But yeah, this is and this has had repercussions. This whole hosepipe ban for a lady in Buckinghamshire. She posted the video, a CCTV image on Stoken Church Community Group on Facebook, and she got this picture of this fellow from a garden CCTV camera. And you're probably wondering what he's doing. He took in a number of containers and filled them up using a hosepipe in her back garden. Yes, people have got so desperate now. They're now stealing water from each other. He's stealing water. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Because of the hosepipe ban. Shocking. Shocking. Meanwhile, councils in Kent, Wiltshire, Lincolnshire and the Isle of Wight and Hampshire have been carrying out lawn mowing on the local verges, which is obviously nonsense because they're all like straw at the moment. This is a picture of is it Canterbury Council, and this is this is one of the council workers mowing straw. There's no point. There's nothing growing. I mean, what a waste of resources. They should just wait until the rain comes back. It won't be long. But yeah, apparently all councils are doing that. Not around here. Not around here, though. Not around here. Meanwhile, shocking footage here. This is crime news. This is police trying to arrest a drug dealer and him reversing out and getting away. Look at this. Look. It's not like the Sweeney, is it? Look, nearly took his door off. Look, it's, hey! Look at that. Boink. There goes the door. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? But yeah, a fifth set of remains. Have they got? They've actually got pictures of the corpses now, of the remains. They haven't, have they? Oh, they have. Oh, this is in Lake Mead. Here we go. Here's some bones for you to look at. Anyone recognise him? How about that fella? Anyone recognise him? Oh dear. That's pretty grim, isn't it? Yes, this is indeed a human skull that they've found. You can even see the teeth. It's throwing up its secrets after all these years. Mind you, I don't know. Is his teeth better than yours? I don't know. Have a look. And this is the oil drum containing the remains of someone. I mean, really, it's like something out of a Breaking Bad, isn't it? Did you? I have done the review of Better Call Saul. I'm having some editing issues. It'll be there eventually. Young people watch more TikTok than broadcast TV. It's obvious. 15 to 24-year-olds spend an average of 57 minutes a day on video sharing site, Ofcom report reveals. And they spend less than an hour on traditional TV channels. There's an infographic for you. There's an infographic. There's lots of data there. But this is going to happen, and it's going to get worse. And this is why the BBC are doomed, because these kids, when they grow up, they're going to go, I don't need a TV license because I don't watch the BBC. I watch TikTok. And this is why everyone's stupid. And this is why they've got a really short attention. Anyway, what was I talking about? Did you see what I did there? That's good. Here you go. Met police traffic officer is arrested. What's he done? They've not said who he is. A long-serving Met officer basically was extorting people, motorists on duty. He was extorting them, collecting money and their possessions. And then he used. He doesn't stop there. Not only do we have him robbing people, using his authority to rob people. Obviously, I can imagine it was along on the lines of, well, you were speeding, you're going to get points, but if you give me some money, I can make it go away. I'd imagine it's along those lines. But yeah, this long-serving officer was arrested last Wednesday by anti-corruption police. And of course, they seized his mobile phone and found all manner of issues. And he used that money to pay for prostitutes in brothels several times a week while on duty. Thanks, Met Police. You keep on giving. And there's a picture of Caressa the Dick. I'm going to do the joke. I imagine her parents were Italian, and her father used to say, "Oh, why Caressa the Dick?" I love that joke because she's lesbian. See, doesn't caress the dick. And she's gone now because she was useless and ineffective and only got the job because they wanted a woman in it. And that's true. That's the main reason why she got the job. Remember, she's the one who oversaw the police murder of Jean-Charles Menendez, one of the biggest scandals of the, 21st century. And she ended up leading the Met. And she's the one that ordered the kill notice on Jean-Charles Menendez. We promote idiots, Oh, meanwhile, this is neighbours at Wheelie Castle in Birmingham, and they're fed up because there's a pile of rubbish that's been growing for 10 years. This is... Oh, it's a Darren. Not as handsome as me, but he's standing by a big pile of rubbish. Apparently it's been there for 10 years and it's growing. And they complain to the Birmingham City Council, but nothing happens. It's quite an impressive mound of crap, I must admit. I've got the same problem at the moment. We've got a blocked drain, and no matter who I talk to, no one comes and unblocks it. It's been a month now. So yeah, I'm going to have to do that again. Good news, everyone. Heart attack patients now wait 3 hours for an ambulance in parts of England as NHS doctors warn preventable deaths in A&E are becoming increasingly common. A big crisis. Just might as well walk. Might as well walk there instead of waiting for an ambulance. Be quicker, wouldn't it? But yeah, there's an infographic here with lines and stuff. I don't know what it means. Looks pretty though. But look, we're all doomed. Everyone's doomed. We're all finished. Don't die of a heart attack. Just don't get ill. You know, that's the best advice we can give. Ping. Oh, it's 1 o'clock already. It's time for lunch. Online pharmacy prescriptions have doubled. Yeah, but that's because we get them delivered, you see. It says, with patients able to get dangerously high quantities of powerful drugs within a few clicks. Are they talking about like illegal online pharmacy? Because I do that with because you know I'm a convicted diabetic. I get my drugs delivered to my door because it's all on an app, and you can just do it by the app, and the pharmacist send it to you in the post. But are they real drugs? Patients be put at risk because online pharmacies dishing out drugs. Oh, that's not mine. That's the missus's phone. I don't know what to do. Missus, your phone's ringing. I'm just gonna have to let it ring out because I can't answer it. She's left her phone in here. This is gonna look good on when she watches this back. What can I do? Yeah, online pharmacy industry leaders said that Britons were turning to Google to self-diagnose and then getting these drugs via online I didn't know. I guess there are illegal ones, I guess, but there are also a load of real ones that are NHS approved that you can get your medication, which was handy, during the whole COVID thing and whatnot, because it didn't mean I had to go and go to my local pharmacist and stand in there. So, but yeah, don't self-diagnose because what's the internet good for? Well, three things. First, guitars. Second thing, porn. And third thing, cancer. Because if you look on the internet, say you've got a pain in your bum, cancer. Say you've got a cough, cancer. Headache, cancer. Everything's cancer on the internet. Cancer, porn and guitars, I think. Might have given something away there. Anyway, apparently, Cambridge University Library has been talking about the various recipes that the medieval peoples used to use. More than 180 medieval manuscripts are to be digitised, and there's some great recipes to help you if you were not feeling very well. For example, if you ate a roast puppy stuffed with snails and sage and grinding baked owl into powder, you could relieve yourself of ailments such as gout. Anyone get me a puppy? Yeah, so that was another you for gout, cure for gout, bake an owl and then grind it into a powder. Where am I going to get an owl at this time of the night? Do you think I'm some sort of twit? Woo! I'm doing my best. Another cure for gout included, like I say, stuffing a puppy with such snails and sage and roasting it over a fire with the rendered fat used to make a salve. Blimey. And this is a picture of said manuscript. Fancy stuff. I can't. It's got worse handwriting than me. What's it saying? Oh, this is quite good though. I don't think he's. This is an early. This is an early. I guess you'd say guide for bloodletting, and with all the veins that you can open to let blood. Because in those days they used to, use leeches and cut people to let blood because they thought there were four elements in the bodies. So there was blood, black bile, yellow bile, and I don't know what the other one was. Was it phlegm? I can't remember. But that was what they used to think. And so if they cut you and let these ailments out through your blood, they cure you. And they've even got somewhere that can cut the winky there for blood. Like, really? You're going to cut my winky? Don't think so. But yeah, so this is the recipe for bacon and owl. For all gouts, take an owl, pluck him, open him as you would to eat him, and salt him well, and place in him an earthenware pot, and put in a tile thereon, over the mouth of the pot. Place it in a hot oven. When men put in the dough for making bread, and when they bring it out, look whether the owl is ready to make powder, from else let it stand until he is. Then beat the owl to powder and temper it with boar's grease, and anoint the sore with it while sitting by the fire. Fantastic! There you go. So if you've got gout, bake an owl. Oh dear, bake an owl. Oh, this is a good one. China's got a new train. All you train fans out there, it's a magnetic train that levitates. It's kind of an upside down maglev train. Look at that. That's just weird, isn't it? And yeah, it floats along. The Red Rail, which is located in Qinghai County in Huangxi Province in southern China. It's a 2,600 foot experimental track that they're trying it on. It's not, it's not official yet. They've got to test it, but it's using rare earth elements to make magnets. Oh, it's all clever stuff, though. And yeah, this is the experimental train track. I have to wait and see the fact that. Can't imagine it coming over here. Wrong kind of leaves stuck upside down to the line. That's a joke for Brits, because, yeah. Who wants to see monkeypox? Gay porn star posts horrific pictures of his month-long battle with monkeypox. You can tell he's a porn star. Look, he's got his nipples. But yeah, he got some lovely pictures of the monkeypox here. Yeah, it's all around his mouth. Funny that. I wonder what he was doing to get it around his mouth. Remember, folks, ONS statistics said that 97% of people with monkeypox are men who have sex with men. So just be careful. Just be careful. That's what you've got to do, Be careful. Right, meanwhile, Google has got a robot that will get you a Coke and clean surfaces. So when Donald Trump gets back into power, he'll employ this chap and says, "Get me a Coke." And look, he also he brings you a sponge. It's about as useful as the kids. Look at him. Does he put it in the right recycling though? And that's it's being developed by Alphabet, which is Google's parent company. How long before they're teaching it to wank 'em off? I'm just saying. You know what's going to happen, don't you? Meanwhile, this is culinary. I can't even say it. Culinary news. This is a TikTok video. It's taken from a TikTok video of a fellow that went to a restaurant near Salford in Manchester, and he ordered a roast beef dinner, because us, we love the roast beef. Roast beef, or French calls that roast beef. And he got this. this is what he got for his dinner. And he said, where's the rest of it? And he paid 15 quid for that. I think the name of the restaurant was called We Saw You Coming, because they certainly saw him coming. Meanwhile, have you seen those shows? You know those shows where they bid on storage lockers, you know, yep, storage wars, you know, yep. I said to the missus, we'll move to America, right? We'll flip houses in the morning and we'll buy and sell storage lockers in the afternoons. We'll be millionaires. That's what we're going to do. She's giggling now. But this is from New Zealand. It's not from America. This is from New Zealand, actually. A New Zealand family were very excited because they won one of these storage lockers, right? This is in South Auckland. And so this family had bought this storage locker, and when they opened it, they thought, oh, this don't smell right. There were human remains inside, but don't worry, it was nothing. Was it nothing untoward? I guess it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, because police have traced where they came from. They reckon. They reckon this family's got the contents of the. This is where it gets a bit. They got the contents from the storage locker, all excited, and they took it to their home. Obviously, it was like maybe it was in a. They've not said the details. I imagine it was a chest or something, and the contents were human remains, and the police there. But they said, of course, that they took the remains there, you know, accidentally. But yeah, they've got to figure out where those remains came from now. So that's a real New Zealand murder mystery, and this is this is in Moncrief Avenue in Clendon Park. That's where they ended up after winning the storage locker. Storage wars never ends like that. Not good, is it? Meanwhile, property news. This is a great story. This is a property developer in Nevada. A woman, she bought a dream home for 489,000 quid. But there was a bit of a mix-up. With the paperwork, because she ended up owning the entire development. I put her name on all the deeds of 84 other properties in the development. So now she actually owns 40 million quid's worth of property, all because of the typo, this slip up. But they're going out of their way to fix it. It was because it was a pretty clear mistake was made. Our assessment service division reached out so that they can retransfer the properties back to the people they actually belong to. Who wants a nice story of that? Who wants a nice animal story? Yeah. How about a tortoise story? I got a tortoise story. This is the story of Eddie, the escapee tortoise, and he'd escaped. He got out of his enclosure one night in May this year and fell asleep on the grass. But when his owners, Ben and Emma McNicholas, I don't know where I got Nicholson from, found their beloved pet on the grass, he was lifeless and covered in blood because overnight rats had chewed his little legs off. But don't worry, they fixed him. Look, they gave him wheels. And he can zoom around now on wheels. Eddie now has his own set of wheels. And that's a good story. But poor old Eddie. You know, that wasn't nice. Those rotten rats, wasn't it? And apparently he can zip around no problem. What a great story. So it was a happy ending there for Eddie. Do you reckon there'll be anybody in the chat? Anyone in there? Oh, we've got a few people in. Harry's in. This is all right, indeed. And Andrew says raindrops keep falling on his head. Obviously, it's raining down in Cornwall, I believe. Harry says lasers fitted to traffic lights for cyclists also should get fined for breaking the speed limit. It would definitely smart if you got hit by a 30 mile per hour push bike. Again, you know, what happened to us that time? It was just bonkers. I know where the guy lives because, you know, just lives around the corner. Kitten says, hope you're doing well. Absolutely. Lake Mead, the desert's cheap burial plan. Again, they reckon all the gangsters were dumping all their hits there. Boney M indeed. Kitten says, watching TikTok and getting all my news from you. Well, that's not good. That's not good. I don't advise it. Elf Sano says, it's a good day. A rare live coffee time appearance from me. I usually watch later. Well, glad you're here. Glad everybody's here. He says, Darren reads the Daily Mail, so we don't have to. Exactly. And I had some from the Sun, and also the ITV News today. I've been throwing my net a little bit wider, because the stories have been a little bit depressing. I'm trying to, you know, well, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Kitten says, wanky the bot indeed. Eddie's like Tarkus. He is, but he's certainly got a good set of wheels on him now. But are they for like all terrain or just for the rain? Who knows? You know, does he have to have like different tyres for different weathers? I don't know. What if he gets a flat? But anyway, thanks for watching. That was coffee time. Killing the channel one story at a time. I've done enough damage for now, and we'll do this all again tomorrow. Don't forget, you got to drink it up. Oh yeah.